Ladies and gentlemen, I am here today to accept your award for Pullman, the world's most perfect town. I, George Mortimer Pullman, was brought into this world in Brockton, New York in 1831. My mother, Emily Caroline Pullman, maiden name Minton, always wanted me to get a proper education. When I was 14, my father, James Lewis Pullman, gave me permission to quit school and begin work in a farm supply store to help support our family with the 10 children. After 10 long years, I moved to Chicago. I made quite a bit of money raising buildings that were sinking in the Chicago mud after heavy rains. I supported them with new foundations. I learned that method while helping my father doing work at the Erie Canal. I also made a good reputation for being an honest businessman. I formulated a plan to improve the railroad's sleeping car, and I applied for the patents. I organized and founded the Pullman Company. We built, staffed, and operated the Pullman cars. In 1865, our president, Abraham Lincoln, was assassinated, and his funeral train from Washington to Springfield had a Pullman sleeping car attached. Suddenly, our business expanded rapidly. With Mr. Beeman and Mr. Barrett, I designed a perfect industrial community, efficient factories and clean modern housing, parks, the best schools, a church, a hospital, and most important, secure employment for those workers who are dedicated to the company as I am. 3 years ago, our business had a serious downturn. It was an economic panic, and many people felt that luxurious travel in a Pullman car was frivolous. Our income dwindled, and my cash reserves were almost gone. I had no choice. I had to release many of the loyal employees and decrease the remaining workers' wages. The workers were bitter. Every shout they cried tore into my very soul. I provided a good life for them, and they were screaming my name with hatred. In September of 1894, President Cleveland sent almost 3,000 troops to stop the protesters. They were camped at the Arcade Building, and my town was filled with soldiers. Shootings, killings, beatings, destruction of Pullman and railroad property, imprisonment. And finally, it ended. I had to start over with new workers and no unions this time. Thank heaven that the recession has lifted and our business is once again flourishing. The future indeed looks bright for the Pullman Company, the workers, and of course the town of Pullman that you have greatly honored here today. I thank you and invite each of you to visit Pullman and be my guest at the Hotel Florence. I will be here now to greet each and every one of you. Again, in speaking for the town of Pullman, I thank you for this honor.